Hello, everybody. It's me again, here to read another chapter of now my second book, Chapter 1. Same scenario, same characters as the first one, just this one is not published anywhere yet. And I'm going to try to put it on Wattpad too, if anybody's actually, the people who will follow me there, be there on their event soon, and that's 20 chapters on Chapter 1, so if you like horror, scary stories, like I do, like, comment, subscribe, help me out. I've been doing this 3/4 of my life, so yeah, I'm not gonna quit. Alright, this is what it's called: The Protectors of Earth and a Walking Nightmare. Chapter 1. Rebecca parks her car in front of a townhouse, exits the vehicle, and knocks upon the door with forcible determination. The two people that she has ordered to bring to the headmaster are Jacob and Brittany. Hello, Becky. I don't know if I am happy to see you or not. You being here can only mean one thing. The Protectors of Earth requires our assistance once again, don't they? Jacob answers the door and allows her to come inside. Yes, they do. The current headmaster orders me to bring both of you in, so you can begin to learn how to become field agents. Rebecca sits down onto the empty recliner while Jacob sits down next to Brittany, who is sitting right across from Rebecca on the same colored shade as the recliner and couch are both blue. We are in leave from the Protectors of Earth. Besides, the fact that I still have nightmares about the last time we had to become field agents in training. Brittany explains her feelings to Rebecca. Answer me a question then. Ever since you became field agents, haven't the Protectors of Earth been taking really good care of you? Rebecca is not understanding what their problem is. Granted that killing supernatural beings is very exhausting and stressful, but they need to learn more about it because if they don't, one day a supernatural being will take their lives and then their souls. Yes, they have, but we just need a little bit more time to ourselves. Even you have to agree that this job is not easy and it really makes your body ache. Jacob takes a sip from his cup that is sitting right in front of him upon the coffee table. There is one thing that you have to understand. Ever since our last mission, things have changed for the worst. Nobody wants to become a field agent, and the supernatural beings are becoming stronger and much more vicious. We need you two more than you know. Rebecca tries to talk some sense into them about coming with her right now, but it does not seem to be working. I'm sorry, Becky, but Brittany and I need a little bit more time before we join up with you again. Jacob stands up and begins to walk towards the door. Seeing that I can't make you come with me, I implore you to reconsider quickly before things get any worse. Rebecca walks over towards the door so Jacob can let her out. We will call you as soon as we are ready. Jacob opens the door. The sooner the better, I'm telling you. Rebecca exits through the same door and gets into a car, which is parked behind Jacob's car. Once she sits down, closes the door, and turns on the ignition switch, she checks her phone and notices that the current headmaster sent her a text telling her that there is a new mission and she needs to go back to their headquarters for mission guidelines. An hour and a half later, she parks her car in a parking lot outside the United States Eastern Division of the Protectors of Earth. She walks inside and sees that something hectic is going on. The main reason that she knows this is because all of the office agents are very busy working. There is not one person just standing around doing nothing. When something horrible happens, it is all hands on deck. And that is how it has happened for as long as she has been a field agent. So she walks through the crowds of frantic office agents and enters the headmaster's office. Hello, Rebecca. It's about time that you show up. The headmaster does not sound too pleased at the moment. What can I say? I was trying to talk Jacob and Brittany into learning how to become field agents. How did it go, by the way? Not well. They told me that they need more time away from the protectors of Earth. That just doesn't work, Rebecca. Do I have to remind you how important they will become? Both of their parents were really skilled in the art of hunting down supernatural beings. I can only guess that they will become just as talented. The headmaster is not pleased. You don't have to remind me, headmaster. I know for a fact that they will become very important to this organization. But you can't make them do anything. You of all people should know that Jehovah created free will for a reason. Rebecca is a little displeased on how he is treating the situation. Just because he is the headmaster does not give him the right to push people around, especially if they are already doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing. I know all about free will, and it is your free will to talk to them into it. But that is not the real reason I called you in here. The headmaster hands Rebecca a folder. This contains your new mission guidelines. A new mission, huh? What is this one about, and how dangerous is it? Rebecca takes the folder a little excited about having something new on her plate. Victor Crabtree is a known homicidal maniac, and he has summoned Balthazar into our realm. The headmaster begins to explain. I don't care about a human, even if he is brutally killing civilians. My only target is Balthazar. She takes out the photo of the vessel that he is currently using in our dimension, and she can just feel the anger in her heart boiling to the surface. I know how much you want revenge. This mission is more important than one field agent's personal vendetta against one demon. So if you can't take point on this and do what needs to be done, I will have to be forced to assign it to somebody else. Don't worry about it, headmaster. It might take me some time, but I can handle this situation. I know that you can handle anything you put your mind to, but there is something else that you have to do for me. First, that I assure that it is relevant to this case. And what might that be? She is still looking through the details folder on Victor and how viciously he kills all of his victims. You first have to go to the Springfield Mental Hospital and tell me how bad the damage is. Yes, headmaster. It shouldn't take me too long to get there. I will call you when I have something. Rebecca exits the office with the yellow folder in her left hand and her sword over her shoulder. About an hour and a half later, Rebecca pulls her car into a parking space outside the Springfield Mental Institute. As she walks through the very crowded parking lot, she sees that the Maryland State Troopers and the FBI are already there. She figures that it should be a fun time talking her way through their top-notch security, which includes the guard on each side of the main entrance with their firearms already grasped in their hands, but still safely places it ready to fire at an intruder. Can I help you, ma'am? The guy on the left boasts. The only way that you can help me is by letting me speak to the lead detective, Rebecca answers. So the guy on the right calls his superior on his walkie-talkie and tells him that Rebecca would like to speak with him. Immediately afterwards, a chunky white male with a huge mustache exits through the door. May I help you with something? He asks. He sounds more displeased about being bothered than the two guards. I need to get inside, and your captain should have told you that I was coming. Yes, he did. So you must be the special agent that I've been waiting for. Yes, that is correct. Well, come on in with me. Once they are completely out of distance from anybody being able to hear them, I am one of those individuals that works with the Protectors of Earth. So whatever you need, I want you to come directly to me. He hands her one of his business cards. Once they walk into the infirmary, Rebecca sees three bodies, one lying in a cot in the middle of the room, and the other two lying around the cot in their own blood on the floor around them and underneath them. I'm going to need some alone time with this room, Rebecca instructs. She takes a closer look at the body that is lying lifeless upon the hospital cot, dead smack in the middle of the room. All right, fellas, you heard her. Time to clear the room, the lead detective instructs, so everybody that is in the room leaves as quickly as possible, leaving Rebecca all alone with all three bodies. Dead silence fills the room as she sees the blood trail leading out of the room, and she knows that the killer used a knife and still had it in their hand when they were leaving. But the thing that worries her the most is the feeling that she is having about the spirit that is still lurking about. She figures that there are spirits, but what she senses is something worse and way more vindictive than any other human being's soul that she has ever known or met. I didn't think that an ordinary spirit could be so evil and not go to hell. Aren't the Reapers doing their job? Rebecca asks herself. She is befuddled about that the balance of life is not working. So she grabs her phone out of her back pocket and calls the headmaster of her own region. Maybe he might know if the balance is being unchecked or not. But he really cannot tell her anything. She should have expected that, because he is not her grandfather, and he will never know as much as her old headmaster. She hangs up the phone a little disappointed, and knows now that she has to figure this whole thing out by herself. At first glance, the only thing that she can figure is that she is dealing with a walking nightmare. So knowing at least what she is dealing with, she begins to walk out of the infirmary. But before she reaches the exit, the lead detective once again stops her. So what kind of supernatural being is at work here? He asks. He's trying to find out something that he really should not know. If you know things about the protectors of Earth, then you should know that I really cannot tell you anything. So you should stop asking. Both of them walk outside the mental hospital together, still talking about the supernatural, as the lead detective's men begin to come back to the crime scene. I have been doing research about the POE for most of my career. I'm probably the only officer in my department that actually knows about your secret organization. They finally get outside and see the two guards that are still standing from both sides of the door at complete attention. Thank you for all your help. I have everything that I need. Rebecca walks over towards her car. She cannot believe that this woman, a serial killer's wife, is now a walking nightmare. That is three things that she has to deal with now. A master demon, a murderous psychopath, and now a vengeful spirit as well? How could this day get any worse? I don't know. Well, you're going to have to subscribe to find out how it gets worse. Do a chapter each time. And if you like horror movies as much as I do, it is October. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you're going to comment, favorite scary movie. I know a lot of them. Alright, have a good night. Happy